Logan Bruss, offensive tackle, Wisconsin, has been drafted by the Rams. I had Logan Bruss.
I had a 4th-round grade on Bruss. It's not a huge reach.
I had him in the 5th round, to be honest. I think I might have had him originally in my top 10 picks. I'm confused on they're drafting him as I think a guard, when I'm pretty sure he played tackle.
They literally just drafted the 3rd Wisconsin. You should like this. This is the 3rd Wisconsin offensive lineman that could be starting on the Rams offensive line next year.
Here's the thing. If you were going to go offensive line here, there was several other offensive linemen I would have rather had. Lacita Smith, if you're looking to look for, I like him a lot better than Bruss.
Yeah, I'm higher on him than Alexis. But I don't we don't hate the pick, right? You don't hate it.
I don't hate it, but it's just like, if you were
picking
gonna
him
go
over Kennard is very questionable.
Right. Lacita Smith.
Lacita Smith, Zion McCollum. But if they didn't pick Zion McCollum there with that athleticism, then they might not care. They might not care that much about the cornerback position.
Here's the thing. Everyone's saying that I hate the pick. I don't hate the pick, but here's the problem. Lacita Smith, Spencer Bierford, Zach Tom.
I will say this. Logan Bruss had a 9.62 RAS score. So he's a very, very, very athletic guard.
I'm not hating on the pick. I just think there was a couple more, actually several more better options here if you wanted to go interior offensive line, even tackle. I think that there was some better guys there, but I think the Rams, like Jake said, like Wisconsin offensive linemen, and this seemed probably like a safe pick to them. I'm just not as high on Logan Bruss. I just don't.
Well, all right. So Logan Bruss did play tackle, but he's going to be a guard, I would imagine. I didn't draft him to take over for No Boom. He's got a 9.63 RAS score. He's 6'5", 309, 31 on the vertical, which is a 91 percentile for the position. Broad jump, 95 percentile. Is an 88 percentile for the 3-cone, a 91 percentile for the shuttle. He's got an 88 percentile on his 10-yard split, 72 percentile on his 20-yard split, and 40-yard dash, he is 55 percentile. So overall, he's very, very athletic. I think this is a good pick as far as going out and getting a guard. I think there were better options, and the Rams tend to do this. They fall in love with a guy that might not be as high on our board, but could be on theirs. They have more metrics. They have a chance to look at the things like GPS, and they have access to all of that. But at the end of the day, he fits what they look for in a guard. Like I said, I preferred other guys, and I think I probably would have rather had Kennard if I was picking guard. I would have rather had Lacita Smith. But Bruss, he's a good player. This isn't a bad pick. This isn't like a wasted pick. I think they're getting a starter right away. I think he's going to play right guard for the Rams. So that's a good thing, right? You now fill the void on the offensive line. Alexis, they finally get one of the big uglies. I know you're a big fan of the interior offensive line and getting that fixed. So I'll say this, as we just got to 2,000 views. Thank you, guys. Logan Bruss is a day one starter, and you got that at 104 for losing your second or third in command in Brad Holmes to the Lions. I'd say this is a win. That's how I'll look at it. They got a very athletic guard that will start day one for the pick that they got from losing Brad Holmes.
There you have it.
Dr. Dingus says he only allowed 2 sacks in 3 years. He played right tackle, but is projected to be a better right guard. I believe he can start day one as well. Really good run blocker. Helps our zone run scheme. Better for Cam and Hendo. Love this pick. Bruss is an athletic battler with a technically sound game and mostly clean film. He'll fit in the Rams' wide zone scheme wonderfully. Zone scheme offensive line guys. And I do want to give Blaine a shout out because Blaine has this thing called Sneed Snacks over on downtownrams.com that you can check out. And essentially, he tries to predict guys that like the Rams would go after, right? So he did an offensive line one based on who they've drafted before, what their archetype is, and I think if I'm not mistaken, he did list Logan Bruss.
He did.
In that, now he had him lower. He had him as a 6th round grade, but he says the Rams have had success with Wisconsin offensive linemen in the past. Why not add a 3rd? However, Bruss is actually a good fit, even though he might be a little taller than they like at 6'5". Bruss was a 3-year starter at Wisconsin who has guard tackle versatility. Bruss only has good size for the guard position, but his scores in the 3-cone and short shuttle were both near 80th percentile, showing off his quick feet.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is the stereotypical offensive lineman, other than he's slightly taller, that the Rams like. It's a safe pick, I think, in their eyes. I think they're familiar with Wisconsin type offensive linemen, clearly. We already have 2 on the team. And yeah, like I said, I don't hate this pick. I just think, again, if you were to give me a choice of interior offensive linemen or even tackles, he would maybe be 4th or 5th in my list behind who's next. That's it. I think he's going to be fine. I don't know that he'll start right away. Not that he can't. I just don't know that he will. I think that will be interesting to see. And yeah, I was just checking to make sure I wasn't crazy, but the 3rd round is over. The 3rd round is over.
Yeah, I mean, the 3rd round's over. I'll add Danny Gray to that because you said he went to the 49ers.
Yeah.
I just figured a lot of the Rams fans. We have 281 people in here now. So I mean that's just awesome.
Thank you guys. We're just discussing the Logan Bruss pick. I think this is one of the on the scale of 1 to 10, 1 being extremely pissed, 10 being extremely elated. Jake and I have been everywhere on that spectrum.
Everywhere.
I think that I'm at a 5. And I think you're at a 6 right now, a 6.5, 7.
I think I talked myself into a 7.5. I think
you're at a 7.5. I'm at a 5, maybe a 5.5. I'm just kind of chilling. I'm not elated. I'm not pissed off. I'm just kind of whatever. I'm interested now in the direction that the Rams are going to go tomorrow, which we'll talk about tomorrow because it's incredibly late.